Rahul.
Hey guys, I'm Shikhar. Welcome back to Market Curry. Hope you guys have seen the past two videos.
Yeah.
The past two videos were about introduction to the MSQF and our background.
2 or 3 depending on the order that we put all the videos in, upload all the videos
Yes.
in. Yeah.
So, and the past video we did for CFA.
Yeah, CFA.
Yeah.
It was a very good video.
Yeah, it was a good video. And this time we're out again chatting about finance and options in general with a couple of more colleagues from our course, that is Masters in Quantitative Finance. So
So we talked to Mugunth and Hari. Mugunth is an ACCA, he's worked in Deloitte. And then we have Hari. Hari is an ex-option trader. He doesn't get the time anymore to trade options.
Yeah.
He does technical analysis and he's a self-taught guy.
Self-taught options trader. So that's very, very good.
So let's
So
dive
Mugunth,
ACCA.
ACCA. So Mugunth and Hari, we're speaking to them. So let's just dive into the
video. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So hi everyone, I'm Hari.
I'm Rahul.
I'm Shikhar. So
Introduce yourself, bro.
So I've done my I've done my BCom during my bachelor's.
Bachelor hi uti BCom.
And I've worked for 8 months at one of the largest brokerage firms in Canada, and now I'm doing.
You graduated from Canada. That's how you landed a job in Canada.
Yes.
Yes.
And now I'm doing my masters in quantitative finance at Northeastern Universities with these guys.
Yes.
Yeah. So just talk about your work first.
So I worked as a service design intern. So what we do is we improve existing services that our company offers. And whenever
we have Mugunth.
Mugunth, the podcast has already started. Please go ahead and introduce us. Sorry, we'll come back to you, Hari.
Hello everyone. I am Mugunth.
Come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. I'm Mugunth. I'm from Bangalore. So I try to cope with their Hindi. I'm here. I'm doing my MS in quantitative finance. I originally have a background in audit. I worked for Deloitte for 7 months in their audit division, and before that I did my bachelor's of commerce in international accounting and finance, and I also did my ACCA, so I'm an ACCA affiliate. Yeah.
Nice. So Mugunth is here with me sharing my Big Four trauma.
Yeah. Don't get me started.
Here we go with the
Busy
flaunting,
season,
guys.
Yeah.
That's
Busy
not flaunting.
season.
That's nothing to be flaunting. I mean, you don't flaunt all that.
not so subtle, guys.
No. Right, Hari. Sorry, you can continue with
you
your.
can continue, bro.
So I was working in the service design team. So we act like a funnel through which every product and service goes through. Our team basically tweaks and improves all the services that our firm offers. We do everything from user interviews, user testing, mapping user journeys, and talking to actual people who talk to users. For example, customer service professionals as well. So my duty was to advise and work with the UI UX designers and software developers while they were redesigning our website and our app. So
By the way, that's not even remotely related to what you studied in.
Bro, exactly.
Yeah.
That was my next question.
Probably why I was accepted into that internship, because I had a lot of experience being on the other side of the brokerage firms. Like I traded constantly for 3-4 years.
Okay.
So from a user perspective,
Got it.
they
User insights.
yeah
First-hand user insights.
yeah and actually I love that field. So
Great.
yeah,
I think now let's talk about the trading part.
Yeah.
That's more interesting, bro, than the work that you did.
yeah. So my family has been in the trading business for a long time. My dad worked on the tech side of trading. So that's how I was introduced to trading. So I started with like any newcomer in the market with just doing whatever I wish. My father gave me a little fund to just manage by myself.
So how much? Can we ask about that? कितना था?
अरे
I think
था
it was-
bro, बहुत था.
बहुत था.
Like a couple of lakhs.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So just to get my hands dirty. So I started with stocks. Like for a year it went for like this, it was just buy and hold, and this was I think 2 years before COVID, so mid 2018, and believe it or not, in Feb or like Jan 2020, I liquidated everything.
Oh no,
Yeah.
dude.
No.
So it
I
fell.
sold everything. Yeah,
It
yeah,
fell.
yeah.
It fell.
Yeah,
So it
I
was
sold-
good for you.
It was good for me.
Yeah. And then did you pick it up again?
No, so then I moved to options trading.
Oh.
Yeah. So I stopped, just cash and equities. I moved totally into options.
So options का कैसे तेरे को ध्यान आया कि options I'll go into options?
So
ऑप्शंस पहले हाँ मतलब पता ही होगा
options
ऑप्शन तो
पता
पता होगा हाँ
नहीं पता तो बंद कर दो.
यहाँ पर एक check छोटे text box में डाल देंगे what is options.
टेक्नीशियन
Yeah. बोल भाई.
So I guess how I was introduced to options and derivatives was just because of people around me. Like as I told, my family is into this business, so I just asked around and what should I delve into. So they were like, try options. Then so I like reading, so I started reading a lot of books and watching interviews on YouTube. And so I'm not sure if you guys know how options work.
नो ब्रो
No,
वी
bro,
डोंट
right?
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
That's why we've invited you to this podcast. आपको समझा भाई.
So what I used to do is I used to bet that. So first of all, I used to trade index options like Nifty index options, and every day I used to bet that the index would be in a certain range. That's it. If it does, then I'll maybe get like $500.
And based on what do you like arrive at the range?
Yeah. So I downloaded the data for the index for the last 10 years. I calculated the average range. Like, let's say, so in India, the average range is about 0.9%.
Okay.
0.9%. So if you draw, bell curve, then like maximum days, the index is between, like, it's around, it moves around 0.9% up or 0.9% down.
Okay.
That's it. So I used to, it's called a strangle. The strategy is called a strangle. So I sell call,
Okay.
above the current price, and I
Okay.
sell put below the current price,
Okay.
and I bet that the index will remain
constant.
through that
Within
band.
that channel.
Through that
yeah,
band.
yeah, throughout the day. If it does, then I get some premium.
Okay.
Because of a thing known as theta.
Theta.
Yeah, it's one of the Greeks and options.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So theta decay. So as an option, as time passes, as we move towards closer to the expiry of any option, due to the theta decay,
Right.
the price of an option falls. And I used to sell put like short puts and short calls. So I used to collect the premium.
So the price of the options will move closer and closer to the actual asset price, if I'm not wrong, right?
It will go, depends. No, not the asset price.
Okay.
The intrinsic value.
Okay. Intrinsic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if let's say Nifty is 15,000, and if I have sold 15,050 call,
Okay.
and if it's expiry,
Okay.
then the option is out of the money and the
Okay.
option goes to 0. So if I have shorted it, I collect all the, like, let's say if I shorted it 10, then it goes to 0 at the end of the day. I collect the 10 rupees premium.
Okay. And on average, how many trades were you executing in a day? Is it only solely dependent on when it crosses that particular channel that you are trading at?
No, so I had like sub channels.
Okay.
So I used to adjust my position according to where the market was going. Yeah. I couldn't consistently make money because I was a newcomer,
Okay.
and the main thing that anyone trading anything should keep in mind is the psychology. Like sometimes you tend to do revenge trading. Like let's say if I have lost, then I'm like, no, I'm gonna get that money back.
Right.
So I might trade double the size
Right.
just to take it out on the market, which is wrong.
Okay.
But so it takes some time to overcome this.
Okay. And at any point, did you ever incorporate any technical trading strategies into your current strategy that you're using?
So that was my question, bro. You can answer it now.
Yeah. So just to put it out there, I don't believe in technical analysis. It does not work. What works is money management. So it's similar to so you guys know how there are pro poker players, right? Like there have been poker players who have been playing since the 80s and still are profitable. But we call poker gambling. It is gambling, but why are they consistent? It's because of the psychology, because of the money management.
Okay.
So basically, how much you bet and when do you bet it?
Right.
Like if you have a good hand, you'd bet higher money.
I mean, handling chance along with probability and
along with money
management.
Yeah.
I think that's very
and that
astute.
is where the Kelly criterion comes in.
Yeah.
So if there's a higher probability of if you have good cards, then you'd probably go all in.
All in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and if you have bad cards, you might fold or you might bet less. So that's the gist of Kelly criterion, I guess.
Makes sense.
We need to play poker.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Let's after this one.
Yeah.
We'll play poker
Yeah.
on the podcast.
On the
Yeah,
podcast.
sure.
Bro,
Yeah.
everything. So now about Mugunth, bro, we need to talk to you about ACCA and Deloitte.
Okay.
You can start with whatever you hated most.
Definitely
But,
Deloitte. No, actually, yeah.
Actually, ACCA.
Yeah, like ACCA was pretty challenging in the sense that the earlier papers are pretty peaceful and chill.
Just to say, you killed all your chances of getting rehired into Deloitte
Me?
by saying
By saying that. Deloitte
That's
was
okay, bro. It's good only.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
good only, bro.
Oh,
That's
wait.
Are you rethinking?
No, I would say audit was not my thing. So that's why
Fair.
I didn't really like my experience there.
just covering up.
Yeah, no. Okay, so going back to ACCA, so the way ACCA works is there are 13 papers that you need to finish, and there are 3 levels. So the college that I was in had a MOU with ACCA which exempted me from writing the first level, so I had to deal with 7 papers.
Second and third level.
Yeah, just 4 papers in the middle level. It's called the skills level, and the professional level had another 4 papers. So yeah, the skills level papers were pretty smooth. I did take a couple of classes for a few of the exams, but that really cemented my base in terms of the theoretical stuff that I had to know. And ACCA is completely international standards based. So what you learn is IFRS, and it's applicable in about 190 countries. And basically, all companies have to publish their financial statements in the local regulatory standards as well as the international regulatory standards, which is IFRS. So that is basically what you'll be learning in as a part of the reporting in ACCA. So yeah, the initial papers were easy. Where I struggled was in the professional level papers. So I had a hard time with 2 papers in particular. One was advanced financial management. So that's where you pretty much learn everything finance related, right from risk management to corporate finance. It's just a very broad subject which covers a lot of stuff. And when I came for MS here, I realized that a lot of stuff that was covered in investment analysis and corporate finance was all covered there. Yeah. So which was again an edge. So yeah, I failed my first attempt in AFM, Advanced Financial Management, and that was kind of like a wake up call for me because like I realized that I need to like understand the concepts. So
Yeah,
the second
makes
time
sense.
around, I really understood everything that went in. I learned about hedging, I learned about options and how a company can. So the way ACCA works is it's completely case study based. All the questions are case study based. So it's very like real world type questions. So yeah, it was pretty interesting for me. And the second exam that nearly like stopped me from pursuing ACCA was Advanced Audit and Assurance, and I didn't clear that for 2 attempts, and both the attempts I definitely thought I cleared it, and it takes like a certain level of like I need to do this and to not give up and like do that in the 3rd attempt. And like yeah, it's hard like collecting yourself after that. You get that you see the mail and you really expect to pass, and then you see that it's a fail, and it's like I got 48 and 49 in my first 2 attempts, and 50 is a pass mark. So it was like a couple of marks. Yeah. So like it takes like a certain level of like, okay, let's do this again, to come back to the drawing board and like, okay, where did I go wrong?
Yeah.
And like to sit and do it again. But eventually when I did clear it, it was like obviously really good.
How are the questions? Are they MCQs or?
No, so the initial levels are all MCQs, but the later levels are all like subjective questions where you'll have to like type the answers.
Got
it, got
it.
Yeah.
And you come from a non-maths background, right? You didn't study maths
No.
from after 10th.
No, so yeah, that's another thing that I put myself through.
Yeah,
So
That's crazy.
the last time I did math was in 10th, and I was never a fan of math, which makes no sense because I'm here doing quantitative finance.
Yeah. You should go back to India.
And he
Yeah.
just studied financial maths, regression,
Yeah.
and calculus again.
Yeah.
The ones that he missed
Yeah.
in the 11th and 12th. he
Yeah,
had to
I
study
don't
it.
know how I learned 11th and 12th grade math in a matter of 3 months.
Not even that, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
you don't know how the last
Yeah.
6 months went by.
Yeah, I
When we have
honestly
financial math.
exactly. So I don't know. It just happens like, and we did most of our study by ourselves, like
Yeah.
at least for financial math last time.
So, how do you feel the growth prospects are for ACCA, and do you think that doing ACCA is it really worth it?
Bro, exactly, because
Yeah.
like right now I don't see a lot of postings about accounting. Like
Yeah.
accounting, I think it's
Yeah.
a declining field. So how do you think
Yeah.
about like?
Okay, so first of all, ACCA is very unlike other chartered accounting programs because it's not really a chartered accounting program, if you'd ask me, because you learn a lot of concepts which are surrounding accounting, finance, governance. So it's not really completely accounts based. One of your subject is strategic business reporting, which is accounts based. Everything else is going to be something that's like more holistic. And the second question, if ACCA is really worth it, so I would say definitely it's not recognized in the US. So it's definitely not recognized in the US because here, if you want to get an accounting, CPA is probably the route you should choose.
Because US follows GAP
Yeah,
and not
Yeah,
IFRS.
yeah, it follows US GAAP.
So CPA is US based. ACCA is mostly ACCA.
UK. So
Yeah.
UK, in the UK, it's like IFRS is what the main standards they follow is. So it's more applicable there.
Why did you go to UK?
Decline
that's
economy,
Yeah,
bad economy.
yeah.
He's already taken a loan.
Yeah, but I do realize that it's not great here too. it's pretty bad here too. But no, I think I'm at the right place to learn whatever I'm learning.
Yeah.
And I eventually wanna make it to Wall Street. So I think I'm in the right place.
Let's hope, bro. Let's hope.
Yeah.
I mean, how the market is performing right now, I don't expect to be
Yeah.
on Wall Street, but
No, bro.
let's see.
Something's gonna like work through. for
Yeah,
you.
we can think of it right now.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Let's see. So now, I mean, both of y'all,
Yeah.
how do you feel regarding the tools and softwares that you've got to learn? I mean, you obviously have
It's
background
more
with
applicable
yeah,
than
yeah, you obviously have more background with Python and R programming, right? So just walk us through how did you learn that? I mean, was it through your courses, or
That's
I mean the
important.
bachelor's, or did you take some external training?
So it was not in my bachelor's. I did it because, like I said, like I
Joseph Wolf,
wanted to trade, right?
Ah.
So that's why I had to gather a lot of data. You know, like I told you guys, like I calculated the average move of the index to trade options. So just to do a lot of things like this, I decided to learn Python.
Nice.
I did a few Udemy courses, and it was mostly project based. Like I had a goal in mind. I wanted to crunch some numbers or run a backtest on Python, a trading strategy backtest.
Okay, so let's do one video on his back tests. Like
Yeah.
we had a project together, I and Hari.
Yeah.
So we can make a separate video.
Yeah, definitely. I'm
Sure.
very much. I didn't see that, so I'm very much interested.
No, it's not that good, but we'll do it once.
No, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy that
Yeah.
I know we got the highest marks,
that's the point of this discussion is Rahul flaunting that he got the highest
Bro,
marks.
guys, I didn't do anything. This guy did everything, and we got the
Wait,
highest
is
marks.
this FinMath?
Yeah.
FinMath group project, he got the highest. They got the highest. Rather. They did a Python based.
Wait, how much did you get?
They
He did a Python based project.
I did MATLAB.
He did MATLAB.
I hope Mickey sees this video.
Yeah.
And, like, reduces the.
Professor Mickey, we'd like to have you on the podcast.
No, it's already in the registrar. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Minus.
you'll have to get coke, bro.
Huh?
You'll have to get coke. No.
For that.
No, but anyway, so
Don't
it's,
let your true self come out.
it's crazy that a Udemy course actually
Yeah.
helped you channelize skills in Python and use it in your job.
Yeah, but like,
Discounts really help,
I know a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Discounts on Udemy.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who tried learning Python but did not complete it.
Same.
And
I tried multiple times.
yeah, and that's probably because you don't have a specific goal in mind.
Exactly, that's how I
Could
feel
be.
about Python, bro.
Yeah.
Could be. I mean, I started to learn because I know that I have to do this in my course and try build
No,
models, build projects.
By goal, I meant like a program that you want to, let's say you want to scrape tweets of a certain company's, mentions of a stock and trade on it.
Sentiment analysis.
Sentiment analysis,
Correct.
exactly.
That I know about.
Yeah. But if you have such a goal in mind, and then if you just maybe use ChatGPT just to write code catered to your goal, then you might learn Python better, as opposed to just learning it through videos and just doing courses online. Yeah.
So I think we should talk about the demand of both the courses and whatever both of you have done.
Yeah, I mean, you guys must have noticed like almost every job description requires Python, R, or SQL, or any other programming language.
Do you think Python has an edge over R in terms of the industry?
Yes, absolutely. Because I think there are I might be wrong, but I think what I've observed is that there are R firms and there are Python firms. Like maybe hedge funds who solely use Python for their back tests or any research. And there are certain firms which only use R. And I think R is catered more towards scientific audience, like academic audience.
Mathematical
Quant part.
Yeah. But Python is more flexible in terms of everything. Yeah.
I mean, I honestly feel in whatever couple of years of experience I have, I feel that learning, having a skill in any programming languages is a huge added benefit. And I feel that in the next couple of years, this will be becoming a mandate for any graduating student, even from undergrad or postgrad. They will have to, irrespective of whether they're from finance or from whatever domain of study, they should know at least one or two programming languages.
And one thing that I would like to add, like I have a lot of CS people around me, like my family and friends. And what I've observed is if they know one single language, at the back of their hand, they can learn any other language very easily. So if you guys if we are learning Python right now, so if we get good at it, we might be able to learn C++ in the future. It will be much easier because for loops, while loops, booleans are common in every language.
So what I have observed is earlier people used to, or the universities used to have accounting in the courseworks. Now they started replacing it with derivatives and risk analytics and empirical methods and computational methods. So I think that has been the shift right here in terms of the courseworks of the industries.
For sure. Yeah, because it's very replaceable in terms of AI and the entire AI revolution. Like the work is very repetitive, and it even audit for that matter. So when you are doing audit, you're not completely checking every single transaction that is that takes place in an organization. So you pick a particular class of transactions, you pick a sample out of that, and you test that. But now with AI coming in, if there's an integrated way to completely test 100% of transaction that goes in, and that is probably something that's gonna replace auditors.
And everything is digitalized right now,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
quite easier. Quite
so-
easy to check everything.
Yeah, and that is gonna give. So when you look at an auditor statement, they do not give 100% assurance that everything is going on well with the company. They give reasonable assurance.
Yeah.
So that's because they take samples. They don't give. They don't look at 100% of transactions. So
How
with
long do you think it will
AI,
take to
I'm not the best judge of where AI is going because I'm clearly in a finance course, but I think that's eventually going to happen. So that's going to completely remove audit staff who are actually sitting and looking at invoices and bank statements and trying to match them.
Vouching.
Exactly, vouching. Yeah, that's not going to happen anymore. It's going to be all automized. So it's going to change a lot in terms of accounting and all that.
Do you think ChatGPT helps you in trading, options trading, or anything like that, or even writing Python codes? Because I just heard a professor talk about it.
Yes, Python definitely, because I think ChatGPT thinks in Python.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got the ChatGPT 4, the premium version.
GPT
of it.
4.
Yeah.
GPT.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
You paid for it.
So.
Deserve it, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So whenever you ask it a technical question, it actually shows you the Python code that it writes in the background.
Yeah.
So it actually thinks in Python. So, I mean, yeah.
It's a good tool.
It's a good tool.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think this is it. Do we have any other question?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think
That
I
is
have a
everything
question
we
for you
said.
guys. So
Yeah.
what made
No,
you guys?
this podcast is not about yeah, bro, tell that.
Yeah, what made you guys want to start this podcast?
Podcast.
Yeah, I would start. I mean,
Cash is king.
Yeah, cash is king. Viewership, of course. No, I mean, I'm just kidding.
We're just kidding.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
How much do you pay the guests?
Pay the guests?
Yeah, exactly.
We just
It's just
it's just in kind delivery
bro,
of
I mean-
something that we'll give you.
it's a barter deal. We'll tell you outside.
We'll tell you outside.
Yeah,
But-
when you come out.
But honestly, we feel that I feel that I'm a master's student, and there will be a lot of prospective students who will be looking at future career decisions, and having a discussion with people who have experienced this is actually a nice way to possibly share that with the audience. And this is not everything that we're going to talk about. We'll talk about financial news, we talk about other
All-
things as
all
well,
of the
everything
things, bro.
related to finance. And I feel that this is for us also
Yeah.
a nice way to learn and share our learnings as well with the audience.
Okay.
Bro,
Is it?
I think like the podcast, I think when I was looking out for the universities and the courseworks, I did not have anyone to like look after or look up to, not look after, look up to.
But now you
So-
look up to me, so like.
Yeah, bro.
of course.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about
Yeah.
that. So for the podcast, I think the people who want to take this course can just watch this video and just learn a lot about it. And it's very fun to talk on the camera, bro.
Yeah. Wait, can we see like vlogs, or is it just gonna be like podcast?
Vlogs, I mean, do you want to be a part of it?
Yeah,
Because
for
you
sure.
look excited.
We'll take a trip together and we'll make a vlog.
Workout
Yeah.
vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying something?
Yeah, you
So
were
that's what vlogs.
That's the vlogs one was the question.
So I think we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Hari.
Thank you, Hari. Thank you.
Thank you,
for
Mugunth.
coming. Thank you, Hari. Thank you for coming, sir.